Hello and welcome, my dehydrated cubes of vanilla pudding. It's SJB here, and we're on Spice Islands. We're playing Himps today, not Chimps. I know, I've been playing it sort of casual since I haven't been feeling all that great, but I am not going to talk about my health issues today. I promise you, this is the last bit of it. But I will say that we're going to have a really good time today. All right, it's really easy to do a sub start on this map, so you can just kind of like get going, really nice and easy, get the twin guns. You can even pop all the way through round 10 and 11 here, easily get your hero going, which is going to be Brickle, and kind of ride through the early game with ease. The question is one of the more underused towers in the game, the middle path sub, actually pretty gosh darn good. Specifically up to 3rd tier, the Ballistics missile. Missiles seek target within range, does extra Moab and ceramic damage. That sounds pretty good, but it's $1,510. Plus, you have to buy heat tip darts, plus you have to buy the barbed darts. And if you want to get a long range, you got to get advanced intel. Or if you want to get more popping power, you have to go for that air burst darts. So, what I want to do is, of course, I want to use something that's going to power up our subs. So I'm going to be using Brickle today. But I want to just test this out to see if this is going to be a really, really good, awesome combo to use, or if honestly, Ballistics missile spam is just kind of bad. I will say that I will be using mostly Ballistic missiles, but I'm not like sold on needing to use every single Ballistics missile in this game. I could still support with a glue gunner or a tack shooter or a sniper or something like that if I'm really feeling so inclined. Anyways, honestly, twin guns I am very impressed with so far. You would not expect a twin gun sub to just solo through round 11, allow us to get a hero going and get early experience all the way up to level 3 here, and we already got this ability. So we want to use it on tough rounds like round 15, we got this going. Now don't forget, if you are playing with a hero, specifically Brickle, Strong is probably your best bet because she has sort of a sniper-like attack when she's shooting. You can see we're knocking these yellow balloons down into reds or greens down into nothing. Of course, sub excited to just clean up everything on the inside here anyways. So, I still believe that no matter what, if you have the money for it and you are like ready to buy it, Airburst Darts is probably the easiest, best early game sub in existence. You can argue any which way around it, but it's just not worth it, man. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Just go for it. Airburst Darts sub. As far as camo balloons are concerned, believe it or not, I am gonna go for. So I don't think I need to be in range of Brickle to get all these power ups. Let me check. Okay, it does say nearby water monkey, so I want to just do a quick experiment. I'm going to throw down a sub here, and I'm going to throw down a sub here, and we're going to see if these get the Brickle power-ups. And we don't there, but we do there, so you do have to be in range! Ooh. So Brickle's probably going to gain some more range later on, but that does kind of like play into how we're going to play this out, right? Anyways, I just gotta get it. I gotta get it, man. We gotta go for this submerged support. We're gonna leave it submerged today because I honestly feel like we got enough popping power. Just gonna leave it without being too wild here. But I do need lead popping power. So this is where we start to unload the other part of our sub play: the barbed darts, the heat-tipped darts, and the unbelievable, the masterful, the strongest sub in the game, maybe the Ballistics missile. $1,510 though, man. That is pricey. I mean, what can we buy for that amount of money? We could buy a freaking Wall of Fire Wizard, basically. No problem there. We could buy a 3rd tier Alchemist for that kind of money, man. We could buy a Middle Path Druid up to 3rd tier for that kind of money. I mean, those are good towers. Ballistic Missile, are you worth it? Well, right now, I'm just going to say it, not bad. Not bad. Don't forget that this guy's not really doing a lot of pops. This guy's doing no pops. Like, literally 0 anymore. This guy's doing almost all of them. 2,000, 1,180. Okay, Brickle's doing a little bit here and there, but he's the master of disaster right now, the Ballistics missile. And I am liking his qualities quite a bit. This is looking much more like a party in here now. I just built a crap ton of subs just to kind of test out if I was going to get power-ups on all of them. And all these guys do have power-ups. This guy does as well, but I could not reach it to the other side over on this side of the track here. So, unfortunately, at least for now, we don't get those buffs. But I think at some point, Brickle probably gets more range, so maybe we'll just like end up with that eventually. But that is actually a pretty important part of our strategy. This is a very, very, very powerful ability when you're using it with water towers. So do not underestimate its power. So all I want to do is I want to make sure I'm powering up subs that are in range, obviously. So we're going to go for another Ballistics missile here. We got to decide now. Do we go for the longer range and advanced intel, which will allow us to see anywhere on the map that we have other towers here? So now, if we wanted to, we can change this guy to maybe strong. Ballistic missile. Aiming the strong balloons now anywhere on the map. That's pretty cool. Or do we just want to go for airburst darts just for that extra burst of popping power? But of course, we have to pop them all in our range here. You can see the difference between these ballistics missiles. This guy does not shoot. So, I don't know, long term, if there's always going to be balloons in range, late game, probably better airburst darts. But right now, when balloons are specifically coming out kind of in long, drawn-out sequences here, probably better to get the advanced intel. So, again, I'm a little confused, to be completely honest with y'all, but I think my best bet in most situations is probably just going airburst darts. All right? I think so. I really honestly believe it. I think there's going to be enough balloons for us to pop here. And here we go, round 40. So without any abilities, let's see if we can do it. All right. Ceramics, extra damage. Blowed him up. We blowed him up so good. And actually, the mob goes down without any abilities. That's actually really impressive for ballistics missile subs, man. All right, let's keep it going. So my subs are by no means weak at this point in the game, but I still think we should juice them up a little bit. Let's give them a little bit of roid action with our jungle drum. Excuse me, a little bit of music action with our jungle drums here, and then we're gonna just give them all camera detection, so I don't have to worry about it ever again, hopefully. And then all I want to do is, for all the subs in existence, I want that ballistics missile. And like I said, I still think the airburst darts is probably the better option for us, even though it seems kind of silly. I don't know. I just don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about going for the twin guns, even though I would like to have a little more extra range. It's just not that big of a deal. So at this point in the game, though, usually what you do is you kind of get a good base going. All right, you know, you got, like, when you're building a cake, right, guys? I mean, everybody here has built thousands of cakes, probably. So I don't know if I want to be your baker guy and all that stuff, but when you're building a cake, the most important part of the cake is the base. Because if you're trying to go, like, 2 feet up with your cake, man, and you don't have a good base, guess what? All that cake is just going to fold in and explode in on itself and basically make a cake implosion. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants a cake implosion. Unless you just don't care about how messy your cake is and you're not looking for looks at all. You're just all about taste, which, well, let's be honest, some of us are cool with that. But for us today, we got to build that base. Okay, I do not want a cake explosion on my hands here. You guys are going to make fun of me. I'm going to feel bad about myself and all that stuff. So instead, let's build that base. Let's build that nice, juicy ballistic missile base all across the board here. And I'm feeling pretty good right now. But then I got to go a little higher, a little stronger. Okay, I got to go for some first strikes or some other higher tier subs. And one other sub that I don't really feel too bad about getting is going to be my sub commander. All right, now this is a weird situation because sub commander is one of those towers that you usually want to put in the range of as many subs as you possibly can get. Unfortunately, I didn't think ahead. I did not think ahead about any of this stuff. So, how many subs can we actually get in range here? Probably like 6, 7 of them, 8 of them maybe, something like that. Especially once we get this long range, because we're on chimps mode. So if you get a sub commander on non-chimps mode, you can put him anywhere, and he'll affect all the subs on the screen. If you get a sub commander on chimps mode, part of his monkey knowledge is this infinite range, so we don't get that today, unfortunately. So anyways, we're still going to go for the armor-piercing darts. I'm still going to go for that longer range, which is something you could go without if you wanted to, but again, we want to get as many subs in range as possible, and I'm going to save up for the sub-commander. And I feel pretty good, but we have to check out round 63. Will these ballistics missiles still be good against big chunks of balloons? I mean, that's kind of what they're designed for, so I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm kind of impressed with their Moab popping power, realistically. I mean, it's the airburst darts mostly doing most of the damage here, but those ballistics missiles, once the ceramics get into play, poof, gonzo. All right, 63 is here. Let's see, with no abilities. You know, it is round 63. That was not easy. All right, so let's use Brickle's quick ability over here, and then for the third set, we are going to use that last ability just to kind of confirm we're not going to frickin' lose in a stupid way here. Let's use this, and let's see if that does anything extra. Yeah, it does. It does a lot bit extra. Okay. All right, I'm happy. I mean, it's not like we have no issues, but I think we can easily save up $27,000, man. So we'll see you guys in like 12 rounds or something. Alrighty then. We got the monies here. We're just going to go for it. Sub-Commander. And don't forget that the Sub-Commander is not just a powerful tower by himself. He actually does power up your other subs. All right, again, you want to look at the sub-commander little icon here. You can see all the guys that have many different combos of bonuses here now from Brickle and from the sub-commander. And you can see the power when you finally get to actually see him going in here, man. I mean, this is good. This is not, at least not bad, right? Not bad. But of course, you got to watch that range. I know I mentioned that a couple times, but it does suck to be out of range here and just feel like you're insignificant. And the worst part is I feel like at this point in the game, like, ooh, this looks like a really, really, really bad spot to put subs. Like, I'm getting almost nothing here, man. I mean, I'm getting nothing besides being inside of... Ooh, Brickle got some range, dog. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Brickle. Blow that whistle. And now I can say, well, you know what? This is not a good overstart sub spot. This is still a possible decent ballistics missile spot, but bam, we should get some advanced intel. And now we can see them anywhere on the screen, even when they're up in the front of the map. And start blowing up Moabs as soon as they come in, bro. Woo! Look at that. BFB's got nothing on us. Reinforced BFBs got nothing on us. This is powerful. But you know what? Everybody knows it. Up until round 80, you could have everything go swimmingly. And then as soon as you get to round 81, things can go downhill. Super Ceramics are another freaking beast. All right, they can just annihilate you out of nowhere. But so far, it does not look like that is an issue. The ceramics, because we get the bonus ceramic damage, are still getting eaten up. And because there's less balloons on the inside for us to actually worry about here, we are still melting quite well. So I'm happy. I'm a very, very happy man. And what I'm going to do at this point in the game is, believe it or not, I'm going to wait until I die. If I have to build nothing else and I just magically beat to around 100, that's awesome. That means we found the most dominant strategy in the history of the world, right? We've beaten balloons. Of course, on any map that has water, basically, or enough water where we can build all of this kind of combined together and make sure we actually build them in the right decent-ish spots and get some cool village action with all of them. Okay. Maybe there's a few things we got to actually make sure that happens here to do this, but I am impressed. I think anybody who like walked into this video was thinking, yeah, ballistic missiles are good, but are they this good? Are they really this good? Kind of want to reiterate it that I really haven't had to use micro either. It's not like I'm like barely surviving by using all of my abilities here. No, this is pretty much just it winning by itself. So I have not lost yet, but I'm gonna just use some abilities here and just show you the difference when we do use our abilities here against 4 ZOMGs. I didn't even call them some gods that day. ZOMGs. Obliterated. It's honestly kind of weird that we're able to save over $40,000 here in the late game. The question now is, what do we do with this money, though? And like I said, I was not going to build anything until I lose, but I have a very strong feeling I know what round we're going to lose on. It's not going to be this round, but it's going to be possibly the next round. If I use no abilities, we would lose on round 90. I think the DDTs would probably take us down. So I'm going to Mega Mine them, and then what I'm going to try to do is, you know what, let's just lose on 93, just to kind of prove it. And I'm saying 93, not 90, because I think we can easily micro through this one. We just go kablooey, kablamo, we take those down, obviously, with ease. Huh, and smartness, intelligence. This, honestly, might get us through round 93 as well. But I really know what I want to get here, guys. I want to get a first strike, mostly because I think the bad balloon will go down way easier, but I think DDTs are our biggest weakness. One of the issues is that the sub-command... Ooh, look at this. We're actually getting overwhelmed a little bit. Oh, let's use an ability that sets us up to lose on round 93, which is actually not a horrible thing. It's just a thing. Let's see. Let's use our abilities. Let's just see if we can magically make it happen. DDT is kind of problematic. We use the big boom boom and we blow it all up, and we still survive with some expert level micro, but it's definitely getting to the upper edge of what we can actually handle here. So for 95, I know I can't do it. I just know I can't do it. And there's one easy answer for us, though. All right, I told you guys I want to get a first strike because I want to worry about the bad balloon. But it's preemptive strike time. It's obviously a kind of weird thing to go for. But it dominates Moabs. It dominates DDTs. That's the main thing you need to know. It does not do great against the bad balloon. It does not do great against reinforced oh my gods. It does not do great against round 98, BFBs and oh my gods at the same time. But it does do great against things like this, because DDTs will automatically get annihilated. And on round 99, they'll come out at like 75% health or something like that, destroyed. So that's not an issue either. And I still have a lot of money left over, man. This is the cool part. Now the question is, can I survive with just this forever? And I honestly think I might be able to. If we micro good. If we micro good. That's Chris is not the best microer, so we'll have to wait and see this out. Okay, 96 does go down. 97. I'm going to use a first strike. We're going to blow one of them up. I'm going to just kill the second one. And then I've got all of my abilities here ready for round 98. And I'm probably going to have to use almost all of them, but I want to try to get back at least this ability for 99. Okay. Like I said, Preemptive Strike does usually kill the DDTs enough, but I really don't have a lot of life pop power at all. Like, at all with my current setup here, so I'm definitely afraid. It's all up to the Mega Mine. So we're going to use this kind of early. Yeah, it's going okay. Not great. We are getting overwhelmed a little bit, and I think we're going to get overwhelmed too much. Oh, no! Save the day! Missiles! No! Okay, so 98, too beefy for us. We had $30,000, so clearly we should do something with it. The question is, what do we do? Most people would think, you know, maybe we should just add more ballistics missiles. Maybe we should add another first strike to the mix. Maybe we should just use our abilities better. I'm going to try something goofy, though. I'm going to go for an elk. I want to get a double dose of elks, if I can. I guess, yeah, we can get rid of this guy. We'll do another elk over here. I'm just going to go for a quick 4-2 elk. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just going to see if that's going to make the difference for us. It's a pretty significant amount of money here, but I don't feel bad. I also could use my Mega Mine a little earlier, and I could use my first strike a little earlier, and I could just go for this ability and hopefully clean it all up. The only problem is, again, are we too strong now? Yes, kind of. We're popping things too quickly now. Kind of. Yes, we're not going to get this back at all. I think I could pull it off. I think I could pull it off on 99. If I need to, I can mib it, or I could just build something else that's going to pop DDTs, man. Whatever the heck it needs. But I do not have the ability. That was my plan. But it looks like the... Ooh, Preemptive Strike. It is taking him down. Okay. Okay. There we go for round 100. Now we can easily buy another first strike if we want to, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. We've got a Mega Mine. We've got first strike. We've got a bunch of crap over here. DDTs go down easily. Oh my God's on the inside. No problem. So if you are impressed with the full middle path sub strategy, I think you're not in the rarity here, man. I think you're in the majority. I am surprised as well. I did not think this was going to go so smooth. And again, I know we're playing on chimps, but it was a HIMS, but it was not even necessary. It was just like, just spend the money, Chris. Spend the money and you would have been totally fine. And I'm impressed. Let's look at a couple of our pop counts, though, before we actually end up leaving here. Preemptive Strike did end up with 553,000 pops, so he did do a lot, okay? This is one of the first ones we had here and down here, I think. And the airburst darts compared to the... oh, this was the Advanced Intel one, so I guess I can't really tell for sure. I got them all at different times. Anyways, 34, 73, 134. So Brickle didn't even do that great. I mean, she did okay, but not that great. 174, 421. So Sub Commander, not bad at all. Not bad at all. 147, 113, 60, 71, 67, and 63. So definitely you can tell that location does matter. But it's not that dependent on the pops. I mean, these guys kind of got built at different times and all that stuff, but Advanced Intel subs didn't do that much greater, even though they've been able to attack all the Bloons pretty much the entire game here. Any which way, very interesting results. If you guys enjoyed, press that like button, make sure you subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.